I'm Anton.
That's such a horrible drawing.
This is the worst thing I've seen. So horrible!
I'm sorry. My name is Misato Miura. I'm in the 5th grade. I showed my mom and dad a drawing that I drew at school right now, but
I have a higher set nose.
And I'm supposed to be way most fit and not that round. Can you fix that crap?
okay, guys. Dad, Mom, look! See? I scored a 92 on my test. My younger sister Mayu came home and showed off her test scores immediately.
Wow, look at that. You got such a high score.
You must be some kind of genius!
And what about you, Misato?
You were supposed to have a test today too, right, Misato? Wow. I'm sorry. I really had no other skills besides being able to draw. That was all I could do. After seeing the horrible results, my dad and mom...
Please stop drawing so much and just frickin' study some!
You need to be more hardworking and study harder. You're the older sister, right?
I had to deal with them chewing the crap out of me.
It's because you've got this crap lying around you all the time. I'm going to take it all away from you until you're finished studying.
Wait, stop! My mom took all of my drawing utensils away from me.
All right, well, let's go out to celebrate Mayu's great test scores. A treat for all her hard work and effort.
That's a great idea!
Yeah! And so I ended up staying at home all alone and studying. I wonder why I'm so stupid. I've always been athletic. No matter how much I study, I was always at the lowest of lows for grades as well. I just can't get any good grades to save my life. On the flip side, my younger sister Mayu was always top of the class. I got top of the class again! First place!
That's incredible!
You really are our daughter. That's my girl.
Mayu, who had a bright future ahead of her, and me, who could only draw. Slowly but surely, Dad and Mom started to just focus their love onto Mayu. A few days later... Sorry, Mom.
It's fine. Just go back to your room now.
I got a horrible score once again, but my mom actually forgave me without much of a fuss.
You know, I think it might be a good idea to have her get looked at by a professional.
Yeah, we might actually consider talking to a doctor about this. That night, I overheard them talking about me like that. They must be thinking that me being not very bright is some kind of disease or something.
Here at the National Anniversary Art Museum, we have art from the artist who used innovative and shocking concepts to present a new way of art. Mr. Alberto Speisman's exhibition is being held. You can see the amount of people who are here to check out the exhibition.
You must be out of your mind. I'm never gonna be accepting that kind of low-level interview. Who the hell let him through?
Well, but sir, the TV station is already there and...
My expression has been completed when I have finished drawing the art piece. Look here, I will not explain my artwork in such a cheap and horrible vulgar way like that to the media. If you still insist on asking me to be interviewed, I will cut your throat in half with this painting knife!
Ah!
I'm gonna get a breath of fresh air.
Wait, stop! We're about to open very shortly.
I want to be left alone! Do not follow me!
You know, I've heard rumors, but he really is a difficult person to get along with.
That day, I was by the riverside, drawing like I normally do when... What? I turned around and noticed that there was a weird old man standing behind me.
This drawing? Did you draw this?
Huh? Yes.
I see.
For some reason, the old guy started trembling after seeing my drawing. That night...
Enough is enough! I thought you were actually focusing on your studies, but this is what you've been working on! What the hell is this?
I was drawing quietly in my room when my dad saw me and started furiously snapping at me. Oh, sorry, Dad! My dad caught me with my study notes filled with drawings and doodles.
Oh my goodness, how many times do I have to say that drawing doesn't make you any kind of money?
But I just really like drawing and...
The world is not all sunshine and rainbows. You can't just draw and make enough money to survive with just drawing.
That's right. How the hell do you plan on paying for us and providing for us in the future?
You're only good at drawing, huh? You're such a useless human! This is right around the day that my dad started saying some shocking things.
I don't need anyone whose only thing they're good at in this world is drawing. I said I don't need that!
Huh? After hearing my dad's words, fine, I'll leave the house then. I decided to run out of the house. I figured that I was going to leave this house sooner or later anyway. I figured that I would be only very sad if I just stay in this house. My family didn't even try to stop me when I packed up my stuff and was leaving the house.
Huh? You're that girl from... Why are you crying?
Oh, you're that old guy from the river. After leaving the house, I was wandering around aimlessly with no idea or inkling of where to go next. But I happened to coincidentally run into the older guy that was at the riverbank today. I told the weird old guy what had been happening to me and why I decided to just leave my house. Then...
Do you want to come with me?
Huh?
Alberto-san, can you tell me who that child is?
She's my secret daughter. I haven't told anyone about her.
The secret daughter?
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. Apparently, this older guy was actually someone who was very important. I looked at all the real paintings that were on the wall, and I was so shocked when looking at them. I had to remind myself to breathe a few times with how shocked I was. Wow, that's so amazing! The place that he had brought me to was an art museum. 10 years later.
1.2 mil!
1.3 mil!
1.5 mil!
3 mil.
Here at the ORE auction site, there is a single painting that has certainly been the topic of interest for everyone participating. The painting in question was drawn by the Misato Miura-san. That is all the hype when it comes to art products nowadays. Her products are currently being traded for incredible jaw-dropping prices. She began her career as a graphic designer and illustrator before moving into corporate advertisements and public artworks.
Misato.
Just last year, she produced many fashion products in collaboration with the Enamel Galaxy Company Limited, where she swept the fashionista world. She has been highly valued in the international art scenes and was nominated as one of the 108 top influential people of the world this year.
Yeah, but this is really something else. It's really incredible that one piece of art would be this expensive.
Oh, please, it's all thanks to you.
Wow, look at how much they love your artwork.
2 years ago, a social media post I made was what made everything take off. Huh? There's just non-stop notifications on my phone. I was finally widely known as an artist, and from that point on, even the mass media began to pick me up and introduce me. I currently have been spreading my work to overseas as well, and I am finally part of the group of world-renowned artists. But anyway, thank you so much, you two. I appreciate your help in preparing the private exhibit that's going to be coming up shortly.
Oh, please, it was nothing. Don't never hesitate to ask us for any kind of help again.
I really don't understand art at all. I can't wrap my head around it.
Would you like to try drawing?
Huh?
You're very good at drawing, Anton-san.
I used to do a lot of working and wood carving back in the day.
I invited the 2 workers from the handyman company that I got help from over to my studio at my house.
This is really difficult.
The general theory behind the value of a piece of work is a balance between the following 3 points: the balance between demand and supply, artistic value, and rarity or scarcity. But artistic value is totally subjective, and you really don't have to bother trying to make things out to be perfect every single time either. You should just draw whatever you feel like drawing at the time.
I can't draw what I want at all.
beautiful!
This is...
There are a variety of standards of beauty depending on the day and age and even the location that you're showing your art as well. Even though it may be of no value to someone, it may be of incredible value to someone else. There is no such thing as an absolute value for a work of art. I personally really love your drawing, Raleigh-san. It was right as we were all drawing our artwork together.
Misato. Dad.
Excuse me, I'm coming in.
Excuse us?
Huh? Suddenly, someone showed up at my studio.
Someone just walked into her studio without asking.
We heard that your art was being traded for a pretty insane price.
You need to give us one of your art pieces.
Do you know these people, Miura-san?
They're my family.
Huh?
There stood my family members. I hadn't seen them since I ran out of the house that day, but for some reason the three of them were all completely torn up.
Well, what the hell did you come all the way out to my studio for? Well, actually... Oh yeah, absolutely. You're going to make a killing off of this. So you've got to just send that money over right away.
From what my dad said, apparently he was part of an investment group that suggested fake investments and demanded money from clients. But one day, the police found out about his group and he was arrested.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Honey? After he was released, he had to pay back a lot of his clients, so he borrowed a lot of money from the Yakuza. And his whole family is now drowning in debt.
I'm so hungry, guys.
How the hell could this happen?
It's your fault. What are you talking about? How?
We ran away from Yakuza who were demanding our debt to be paid off. I needed a lump of money right away.
One day, they found out about me and came all the way to my studio to see me.
Misato, we've missed you for so long. We wanted to see you so much.
We were so worried about you. You just ran out of the house on us like that.
Sis, I wanted to see you so badly.
So come on now, okay? Please save us. Your drawings sell for an incredible amount of money, right?
We just need one drawing. Just share one of them that is worth about 3 mil or something.
You've got so many, right? Just share one. It's not a big deal to you.
It was clear as day that they were after my money, and I couldn't bring myself to say anything. I just pitied them. 10 years ago, they literally told me that my drawings were worthless. It was right at that moment.
This is unacceptable. This is like a collage of all of the disgusting parts of the human condition. Huh?
Yet another person showed up in my studio. Huh? I feel like I've seen that person before.
That is a big-time artist in the world! Alberto Schgbley something.
What? You came, Dad?
Dad? Yeah, my plane had just landed a second ago.
You guessed it. After that whole incident, my now stepdad had taken me in when I left the house. Then he taught me everything he knew there was about art and drawings.
You've got a very special talent, kid.
Really? I didn't realize that the old guy that I ran into at the time was the giant of the modern-day art world.
You lot completely screwed up your judgment. You only focused on how the younger sister kept getting good test scores, but you didn't even bother thinking about what Masato had. You have no idea how many tears were shed when she was younger, just because of your lack of understanding. And I'm sure you haven't even bothered to think about it. Masato is my family now.
Dad.
You get the hell out of this studio now!
My stepdad was so furious and angry that my biological family had given up and left the studio.
I'm so hungry.
What are we supposed to do now?
It's fine, don't worry, I've got a plan. That night, you once again snuck into Masato's art studio. Alright, seems like no one is around. Obviously, it was because you wanted to take Masato's drawings.
Our own daughter drew the drawing, so technically it should belong to her family as well.
There's one, I've got it.
Yeah, look at this sensitive and delicate balance. This is absolutely going to sell for an incredible price.
I like I could sense the flow of the times with this one.
It's got a great color choice.
All right, get on inside. We found exactly what we were after before we quickly left the studio. Now we are proud owners of a $3 million painting. We were immediately heading to the art museum to sell this painting.
Sis can do those drawings, so I wonder if I should try drawing too.
That's a great idea. I think we should use that money that we get from selling the paintings to get all the things you need to draw.
But right at that moment, a car smacked into the side of the van that we were driving to get away. We were involved in a pretty bad traffic accident. Ah! The impact sent our car flying onto its side.
Are you okay, Mayu?
Yeah.
My whole family seemed to be doing perfectly fine with no major injuries, but
I finally found you. You had to make it difficult for us, huh?
the person who hit us was a Yakuza who was trying to get the money from us. They must have been chasing us down. But please, wait a little while longer to return the loads. We have a means to return the money to you. We've got this drawing. Luckily, Masato's drawing was perfectly intact and unscathed from the crash. Huh? This is worth $3 million. If I just sell this, then I'll be able to pay off everything real quick. The next day.
It looks like the drawing that I drew was stolen.
I'm sorry. That's my fault for not managing all of our drawings more carefully.
You can just draw another one, okay? We had visited the art museum to try to sell off the art, but for some reason, the art piece didn't even sell for a single penny.
All right, let's get going, huh?
No! We were then put on an underground auction to return the debt we owed to the Yakuza.
Sold to the Red Dokai Clad!
I have no idea what happened to my family after that because they never showed up around me again. I continued to draw paintings like I always have and live my life with my lovely stepfather.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Come back again for more, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.